I'm going to demonstrate how to turn in your projects, your third projects in Dig 310. And one of the first things you want to do is create a folder for the output of your Unity game. This is only for people who are doing Unity games. So I'm going to create a folder. I'll call it Kicker, because I'm going to export a particular game, earlier version of my game. So that's where it's going to be. I need to know where it is, so that I can export it to that folder. This is important to have this folder ready to export to, because all the stuff needs to be in one folder, and it doesn't output to one folder by default. So here I am in my game, and to export, I'm going to export to Simmer, simmer.io. Let's actually just show that. Oops. This is simmer.io. You'll have to create a username, and you'll give it your email address. It should be a free membership, so don't be fooled into paying anything for this. And then once you're signed in, you should be able to upload a game, and it'll take you here. You can drag and drop here. But what we're going to have to drag and drop is an uncompressed folder with all the output from Unity. So back to Unity real quick. So to get that folder full of stuff, I just created the folder where I'm going to export it to. But I'll pull down File, Build Settings. And what we need for Simmer is WebGL. WebGL is a port of OpenGL to the web, and Simmer is a web page, and so we're going to export the web version. If this is grayed out, then you'll see something like here. I've got Android is grayed out. You'll see Install with Unity Hub, and you need to go ahead and do that, and then you may have to go through this process again, closing this window and coming back to File, Build Settings, and then you should see this ready to go. We also need to have build here, not grayed out. So if build is grayed out, we still have some work to do. If it says something else here, the build and run may be or may not be grayed out. But build, if it's grayed out, then it will say switch platform or something like that. And that just means like if I'm going to go to Android, yeah, switch platform. But in fact, here WebGL says switch platform, so I will. Okay. It says an error here, but it seems to. I did get an error before, and I had just closed this, and I saw a load bar in Unity, and it just did what we just saw here. So just wait for it. This is build, but I still have one more thing to do, because, as I mentioned, Simmer wants uncompressed files. So we've got to go to Player Settings, and on the right here we should see, it'll look like this. We should see icons, splash images, etc. Publishing Settings. Roll that down, and where it says Compression Format, gzip, that needs to be disabled. So now no compression will be applied, and we'll have uncompressed files. Very important. Okay, so it's ready. I say build. I need to go to the folder I just created. So I don't remember. I'll just go Courses, Dig 310, Kicker, and select the folder, and it should export to Kicker. So there's a lot of little moving parts that we have to be sure are in place before we export, and one of the important ones to remember is it must be uncompressed. And we may sometimes have to restart this build settings thing and go back into it. I've seen somebody even have to restart Unity, but then it showed up just like it should, and they were able to export. I'm just going to let the video run to give you a sense of how long it takes. It's a good idea to go through this process before you're ready to upload your final version, because you may run into errors, and you need to let me know as soon as possible. So go ahead and run through this before your final output. If you're trying to turn this in at 6 p.m. on Friday, the last day of finals week, and you run into an error, that's going to be tragic. Wow, it really took a long time. Okay, so here's my Kicker folder. I'll just minimize here's my Kicker folder. Oops, I have another screen off the side you can't see. I'll resize this a little bit because I want to show what I'm doing here. Here's Kicker. I drag it into the upload window, crossing my fingers that there are no errors. Excellent. By the time it says delete upload, don't click that. It means it's running. It's going to do it. So I give it a name here and save upload. Oh, well, there was something I should have done. It's not crucial. I should have played my game for a few seconds because it is gathering images to use as the main image, but I didn't. So you can it says there, play your game for 20 seconds. After I save it, then I put in a description. And I want my description to let people know that it's just a test. Here's the upload screenshot. I don't have a screenshot, so I'm just going to go through the ones. But that's all it has, right? Because I didn't play the game. I should have played it for a few seconds and kicked this box and seen if I could get, maybe it would have accidentally got a good image. You don't have to put categories to it, but it is 3D and it is a demo. And maybe I might say it's that's good enough. It's not available on the Unity. Oops. Well, I think I accidentally clicked something on my mouse here. But we can look at it here. There it is, Kicker. There was a save button at the bottom. I accidentally clicked with my mouse or something. I need to click into the game and then I can play the game. And it's running on the web. And this is a point before I had a really good kick going on, the Kung Fu kick or the Jet Li kick, but it's working okay. This is the URL, and it's not a bad URL as URLs go. Simmer.io/13th Street Games. I'm using the 13th Street Games membership on Simmer. Kicker, not a bad URL. I copy that and paste it into a text document. Any kind of text document will do. And upload it to my digital portfolio. and maybe I call that document, that text document, maybe I call it Project 3. And then when it's that text has a link, maybe I write something else in that document, like I added super cool textures to the things, just anything you want me to know. And if I have your link to your digital portfolio, then I will see it when I go to grade the Project 3. And that's the end of this.